This is Tom Salemi at OIS at AAO in Las Vegas. I'm here with Megan Baldwin, the CEO of Opthea. You did a great job presenting today. Welcome.
Thanks, Tom.
Could you give us, the viewers of this video, an update on what you presented on? You've got some great news about OPT302.
Sure. Well, we've got a molecule that's a biologic inhibitor of two members of the VEGF family. So what we can achieve with our molecule is a blockade of the alternate factors that signal through the same pathway that VEGF-A signals through. And those two proteins are very important for mediating resistance to VEGF-A inhibitors. So what we find is when VEGF-A is inhibited with Lucentis or Eylea or Avastin, that there's a compensatory upregulation of VEGF-C and D, and that's what we target with our molecule. So our aim with our development program is to use the drug in combination with those VEGF-A inhibitors, and we believe that that will then translate into better benefits for patients and potentially prolonged periods of treatment response.
What is the origin of the technology?
Well, the technology originally came from the University of Helsinki through Kari Alatalo's group, and he was the founding scientist that discovered VEGF-3. So what the molecule actually is a soluble form of VEGF-3. It is similar in structure to Eylea, but it has a novel mechanism of action. So the drug was originally developed at the University of Helsinki through that academic research group. We brought it in together with its IP, and we've optimised it and taken it through CGMP manufacture and moved it forward into clinical development. We started our clinical trial in July of this year, and we expect the first data from that study to come through late in the first quarter of 2016. So we're pretty excited about the program.
Where are you doing the clinicals?
All of the clinical studies are done in the United States. So we're based in Melbourne, Australia, but we do all of our clinical trials at US sites, and we've done it obviously under an IND.
And how are you funded?
We're a public company, so Circadian Technologies is the parent company. We're looking to change the name of Circadian to Opthea. So basically we have a share register. About 70% of our register is owned by healthcare institutional investors from around the world. So we've got US sophisticated healthcare funds that have invested in us, as well as Australian funds and some funds out of Europe. And then the remainder is really retail holders. We've been around a long time in Australia, but we've really just repositioned ourselves as an ophthalmology-focused company.
And lastly, is your focus entirely in Wet AMD, or do you think you'll be branching out into other diseases as well?
Yeah, so we'd like to branch out into other eye diseases as well. I mean, the drug is ideally suited to eye diseases because of its very good pharmacokinetic profile. And the drug actually works by inhibiting blood vessels and inhibiting vascular leakage. So obviously there's some utility potentially for the molecule in diabetic macular edema or any of the eye diseases where there's excess fluid at the back of the eye. We think that there may be utility for the drug, or where there's aberrant angiogenesis, there may also be a role for this drug in improving patient outcomes.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks, Tom.